As we venture into the third and final part of our comprehensive book, we are on the brink of exploring a diverse array of compelling topics that will add depth and breadth to your understanding of our subject matter. These concluding chapters represent the culmination of our journey through the intricacies of mastering communication. Think fast, talk smart. Throughout this book, we have delved into a myriad of concepts, techniques, and real-world examples, all aimed at equipping you with the knowledge and skills necessary to master communication while thinking fast and talking smart. In this ultimate section, we will not only consolidate your existing knowledge but also introduce you to fresh perspectives and advanced strategies. It is within these pages that you will find the keys to unlocking the power of persuasive communication, advanced leadership tactics, and navigating challenges in the digital age. We will be covering these topics to polish your skills of communicating. Time management and communication. Technology in communication. Respect and politeness in communication. Cultural sensitivity and inclusivity. Emotional intelligence in communication. Conflict resolution and transformation. Networking and building professional relationships. Public speaking and presentation skills. Crisis communication. Feedback culture and continuous improvement. Beyond words, visual storytelling and metaphors. Ethical considerations in communication. With each chapter, you will embark on a new exploration, gaining insights, solving complex problems, and growing as an adept practitioner in your field. So, let us embark on this final leg of our journey, where the culmination of knowledge meets the dawn of expertise. Time management and communication, maximizing efficiency. Time management is a critical component of effective communication. In this chapter, we will explore the intricate relationship between time management and communication, delving into strategies to maximize efficiency in your interactions. We will address the common challenges individuals face when juggling multiple tasks and responsibilities, and we will provide practical solutions to help you navigate these challenges seamlessly. The significance of time management in communication. Imagine a professional who constantly misses deadlines, arrives late to meetings, and struggles to respond to emails promptly. This individual's communication skills are hampered by poor time management, as their inefficiency affects their ability to fulfill commitments and engage effectively with colleagues and clients. Time management is the bedrock upon which reliable and efficient communication is built. Solved example 1, the art of prioritization. Consider a scenario where you are tasked with managing a project that involves multiple team members and various tasks. Without effective time management, you might find yourself overwhelmed and unable to allocate time and attention to each aspect of the project. However, by implementing a prioritization system, you can identify the most critical tasks and allocate your time and resources accordingly. This approach ensures that you stay on top of essential project elements and communicate effectively with your team about project progress. Maximizing efficiency through time management. Goal setting. Start by setting clear goals for your communication. What do you want to achieve in a given conversation or interaction? Having specific goals helps you stay focused and manage your time effectively. Planning and scheduling. Utilize tools like calendars, to-do lists, and scheduling apps to plan your day. Allocate specific time slots for communication-related tasks, such as responding to emails, conducting meetings, and working on projects. Time blocking. Divide your day into time blocks, each dedicated to a specific type of task or communication. For example, reserve a block of time in the morning for important project work and another in the afternoon for responding to emails and holding meetings. Avoiding multitasking. Multitasking can lead to inefficiency and a decline in communication quality. Focus on one task or conversation at a time to ensure that you give your full attention and produce high-quality outcomes. Real-world case study. Effective time management in business. Imagine a business executive who has a busy schedule filled with meetings, presentations, and important decisions. This executive employs effective time management techniques by setting clear priorities, using time blocking to organize their day, and delegating tasks when necessary. As a result, they maintain a high level of efficiency in their communication and consistently meet deadlines. This efficiency contributes to their professional success and the overall success of their organization. Exercise: implement effective time management. To enhance your time management skills and, in turn, your communication efficiency, undertake the following exercise. Start by analyzing your daily routine and identifying areas where time management can be improved. Create a daily or weekly schedule that allocates specific time blocks for various tasks, including communication-related activities. Implement this schedule for a set period, e.g., a week, and track your progress. Note any improvements in your efficiency and the quality of your communication. Reflect on the experience and identify any challenges or adjustments needed to further enhance your time management skills. By implementing effective time management, you can streamline your communication processes, reduce stress, and maximize your productivity, ultimately leading to more effective interactions and a greater impact in both personal and professional spheres. Technology in communication: navigating the digital landscape. In this digital age, technology has become an integral part of our communication landscape. In this chapter, we will explore the dynamic relationship between technology and communication, delving into strategies for effectively navigating the ever-evolving digital landscape. We will address the challenges and opportunities that technology presents, offering practical solutions to help you harness the power of technology to enhance your communication. The significance of technology in communication. Imagine a business that refuses to embrace modern communication tools and methods, sticking to traditional approaches. While there's value in tradition, in today's global and fast-paced world, this business is likely to fall behind. Technology offers the means to reach wider audiences, streamline processes, and adapt to the changing demands of the digital age. Solved example 1. Leveraging social media for marketing. Consider a small business owner who has recently launched a new product. To promote the product, they decide to utilize social media platforms. By creating engaging and visually appealing content, responding to customer inquiries promptly, and running targeted ad campaigns, they leverage technology to reach a vast audience. This approach not only enhances their communication with potential customers but also drives sales and brand awareness. Embracing technology for effective communication. Selecting the right tools. Determine which communication technologies align with your goals and target audience. For example, video conferencing tools like Zoom or collaboration platforms like Slack are invaluable for remote team communication. Cybersecurity awareness. In the digital landscape, cybersecurity is paramount. Be aware of potential risks and implement security measures to protect your data and communication channels. Mobile-friendly communication. Given the prevalence of mobile devices, ensure that your communication methods and content are accessible and user-friendly on smartphones and tablets. Integration of communication tools. Streamline your communication by integrating various tools, such as email, calendars, and messaging apps, to create a cohesive and efficient communication environment. Real-world case study: technology in healthcare communication. Imagine a healthcare provider's clinic that adopts a telehealth platform to offer remote consultations to patients. By embracing this technology, the clinic not only ensures that patients have access to medical services without the need for physical visits but also maintains effective communication with patients, addressing their concerns and providing medical advice in real time. Exercise: embrace technology for effective communication. To enhance your technology-driven communication skills, undertake the following exercise. Evaluate your current communication tools and methods. Identify areas where technology could be harnessed to improve efficiency and effectiveness. Choose one or more technology solutions that align with your communication goals. This could include adopting video conferencing for virtual meetings or using a customer relationship management (CRM) system for more efficient customer communication. Implement the chosen technology into your communication processes. Ensure that you and your team are proficient in using these tools. Monitor the impact of these technology solutions on your communication, looking for improvements in efficiency, reach, or the quality of interactions. By embracing technology for effective communication, you can leverage the digital landscape to connect with your audience, streamline your processes, and adapt to the ever-changing dynamics of the modern communication era. Technology is not merely a tool, it is an enabler that can significantly enhance your communication capabilities and broaden your impact. Respect and politeness in communication, upholding professionalism. Respect and politeness form the cornerstone of effective communication, especially in professional and personal interactions. In this chapter, we will explore the essential role of respect and politeness in communication, emphasizing their power in upholding professionalism and fostering positive relationships. We will delve into strategies and practices for maintaining respect and politeness, even in challenging situations. Through real-world examples and exercises, you will develop the skills to navigate conversations with grace and diplomacy. The significance of respect and politeness in communication. Imagine a workplace where colleagues engage in disrespectful and impolite communication. In such an environment, conflicts escalate, productivity declines, and employee morale suffers. Effective collaboration and professional relationships are nearly impossible without the foundation of respect and politeness. Solved example 1. Dealing with constructive criticism. Consider a scenario where a manager is providing feedback to an employee about areas that require improvement. Instead of delivering the feedback bluntly, the manager chooses to frame it in a respectful and polite manner. They begin by acknowledging the employee's contributions and strengths before gently discussing the areas that need development. This approach not only ensures that the employee is receptive to the feedback but also maintains a respectful and positive working relationship. Upholding professionalism through respect and politeness. Active listening, demonstrating respect for others by actively listening to their perspectives and concerns. This validates their contributions and fosters constructive dialogue. Choosing words thoughtfully, being mindful of the words and tone you use in your communication. Avoid derogatory language or sarcasm, and opt for words that maintain a positive and respectful atmosphere. Addressing conflict gracefully. Conflict is inevitable, but how you address it makes all the difference. Handle conflicts with respect and politeness, seeking resolutions rather than escalating tensions. Cultural sensitivity. In a diverse world, respecting cultural differences is paramount. Be aware of cultural norms and practices to ensure that your communication is sensitive and inclusive. Real-world case study. Respect and politeness in customer service. Imagine a customer service representative dealing with an irate customer who received a damaged product. Instead of becoming defensive, the representative maintains respect and politeness throughout the conversation. They acknowledge the customer's frustration and offer a solution, demonstrating their commitment to resolving the issue and upholding the company's professionalism. Exercise. Role-play diplomatic conversations. To enhance your respect and politeness in communication, undertake the following exercise. Select a communication scenario that often presents challenges, such as delivering constructive criticism, resolving a conflict, or addressing a sensitive issue. Partner with a colleague or friend to role-play the scenario. One of you should act as the communicator, and the other should act as the recipient. During the role-play, practice maintaining respect and politeness, even when discussing difficult or uncomfortable topics. After the exercise, discuss the experience with your partner, seeking feedback and identifying areas for improvement. Respect and politeness are not signs of weakness, they are hallmarks of professionalism and emotional intelligence. By consistently upholding these values in your communication, you can create a more positive and productive environment, foster stronger relationships, and navigate complex conversations with grace and diplomacy. Remember, respect and politeness are bridges to effective communication, connecting you with others in a manner that builds trust and understanding. Cultural sensitivity and inclusivity, embracing diversity. In an increasingly interconnected world, cultural sensitivity and inclusivity have become paramount in effective communication. This chapter delves into the critical role of cultural sensitivity and inclusivity in fostering diversity and strengthening communication. We will explore the significance of embracing various cultures, beliefs, and backgrounds in both personal and professional settings. Through real-world examples and exercises, you will develop the skills to incorporate cultural sensitivity and inclusivity into your communication, thus building bridges across cultural divides. The significance of cultural sensitivity and inclusivity in communication. Imagine a workplace where employees from diverse cultural backgrounds struggle to communicate effectively due to misunderstandings, stereotypes, or a lack of cultural sensitivity. This not only hampers productivity but also leads to a disengaged and uncohesive team. Embracing cultural sensitivity and inclusivity in communication is key to harnessing the strength of diversity and fostering a harmonious environment. Solved example 1. Bridging cultural differences in teamwork. Consider a scenario where a project team comprises members from various countries, each bringing their unique cultural perspectives and communication styles. To ensure effective collaboration, the team leader organizes cultural sensitivity training and encourages team members to share their cultural practices. This approach leads to greater understanding and appreciation of each other's backgrounds, enhancing communication and teamwork. Incorporating cultural sensitivity and inclusivity. Educate yourself. Take the time to learn about different cultures, beliefs, and practices. This knowledge will enable you to approach cross-cultural interactions with respect and awareness. Active listening. When engaging with individuals from different backgrounds, practice active listening. Pay close attention to their perspectives, concerns, and communication style. Avoid stereotyping. Avoid making assumptions or generalizations about individuals based on their cultural backgrounds. Treat each person as an individual with their unique experiences and perspectives. Cultural awareness training. In organizations, provide cultural sensitivity and inclusivity training for employees to enhance their cultural competence and promote effective communication. Real-world case study. Cultural sensitivity in healthcare. Imagine a healthcare institution that serves a diverse patient population. To provide quality care, the institution has implemented cultural sensitivity training for its medical staff. This training equips healthcare professionals with the knowledge and skills to communicate effectively with patients from various cultural backgrounds, improving patient satisfaction and health outcomes. Exercise. Incorporate cultural sensitivity. To enhance your cultural sensitivity and inclusivity in communication, undertake the following exercise. Choose a cultural scenario or interaction where you want to practice cultural sensitivity. This could involve communication with a colleague, friend, or customer from a different cultural background. Research the cultural norms, values, and communication practices of the culture in question. Engage in the interaction with the intention of incorporating cultural sensitivity. Be aware of your language, nonverbal cues, and the way you approach the conversation. After the interaction, reflect on your experience. Consider what went well and where you might need further improvement in embracing cultural sensitivity. Cultural sensitivity and inclusivity are not just ethical imperatives, they are also fundamental to effective communication. By respecting and embracing cultural diversity, you can enhance your communication skills, build stronger relationships, and create an inclusive and harmonious environment where individuals from all backgrounds feel valued and heard. This chapter will equip you with the tools to navigate cross-cultural interactions with empathy, respect, and openness, thus fostering unity in diversity. Emotional intelligence in communication, understanding feelings. In the realm of effective communication, emotional intelligence plays a pivotal role. This chapter explores the significance of emotional intelligence in communication, emphasizing the need to understand and navigate feelings in our interactions. We will delve into strategies for developing emotional intelligence, which enables us to connect with others on a deeper level, empathize with their emotions, and respond effectively. Real-world examples and exercises will help you enhance your emotional intelligence, making you a more empathetic and effective communicator. The significance of emotional intelligence in communication. Imagine a manager who lacks emotional intelligence, delivering criticism to an employee without considering the emotional impact. This can lead to a strained working relationship, decreased morale, and decreased productivity. In contrast, a manager with high emotional intelligence can provide constructive feedback in a way that considers the employee's feelings, leading to a more positive and productive outcome. Solved example 1. Responding to a disgruntled customer. Consider a customer service representative dealing with a disgruntled customer who received a faulty product. Instead of responding defensively, the representative uses emotional intelligence to acknowledge the customer's frustration and empathize with their disappointment. By understanding the customer's emotions and addressing them empathetically, the representative can resolve the issue effectively and retain the customer's trust. Enhancing emotional intelligence in communication. Self-awareness. Begin by developing self-awareness. Understand your own emotions, triggers, and reactions in different situations. This self-awareness will enable you to regulate your emotional responses during communication. Empathy. Practice empathy by actively listening to others, considering their feelings, and showing that you understand their emotions. Empathetic responses can go a long way in creating meaningful connections. Emotion regulation. Learn to regulate your emotions during communication. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a moment to process your emotions and choose a measured response. Recognizing emotional cues. Pay attention to the emotional cues of others, such as their facial expressions, body language, and tone of voice. These cues provide valuable insights into their emotional state. Real-world case study. Emotional intelligence in leadership. Imagine a leader who must deliver news of a significant company restructure to their team. The leader, equipped with high emotional intelligence, takes into account the emotions of their team members. They communicate the changes with empathy, understanding that the news might evoke fear and uncertainty. By acknowledging these emotions and providing support, the leader maintains the team's morale and ensures a smoother transition. Exercise. Enhance emotional intelligence. To enhance your emotional intelligence in communication, undertake the following exercise. Select a personal or professional interaction where emotions play a significant role. This could involve delivering feedback, resolving a conflict, or providing support to someone in distress. Before the interaction, take a moment to reflect on your own emotional state. What emotions are you experiencing, and how might they affect the interaction? During the interaction, practice active listening and empathy. Pay close attention to the emotional cues of the other person, and respond in a way that shows you understand their feelings. After the interaction, reflect on your emotional responses and the effectiveness of your communication. Consider how you can further enhance your emotional intelligence in similar situations. Emotional intelligence is the bridge that connects us with the feelings and experiences of others. By honing your emotional intelligence in communication, you can forge deeper connections, resolve conflicts with empathy, and navigate emotional situations with grace and understanding. This chapter will equip you with the skills to elevate your communication by not only understanding the words spoken but also the emotions behind them, ultimately making you a more compassionate and effective communicator. Conflict resolution and transformation, turning challenges into opportunities. Conflict is an inevitable part of human interaction, but how we deal with it can transform challenges into opportunities for growth and improved communication. This chapter focuses on conflict resolution and transformation, emphasizing the importance of addressing conflicts effectively. We'll explore strategies for managing and resolving conflicts in both personal and professional settings. Through real-world examples and exercises, you'll gain the skills to navigate conflicts with confidence and turn them into opportunities for enhanced communication and relationships. The significance of conflict resolution and transformation in communication. Imagine a workplace where unresolved conflicts fester and divide colleagues, leading to a toxic atmosphere and decreased productivity. In contrast, an organization that prioritizes conflict resolution and transformation turns disputes into opportunities for creativity, learning, and strengthened relationships. Effective conflict management is essential for maintaining a positive and productive environment. Solved example 1. Resolving team disagreements. Consider a project team facing a significant disagreement about the project's direction. Instead of allowing the conflict to escalate and hinder progress, the team leader intervenes to facilitate a discussion. By encouraging open and respectful communication, the team identifies common ground, refines their strategy, and transforms the conflict into a chance to improve their project. Practicing conflict resolution techniques. Active listening. Start by actively listening to all parties involved in the conflict. Ensure that each person feels heard and understood, which can reduce tension and promote understanding. Open communication. Encourage open and honest communication. Create a safe space for all parties to express their perspectives and concerns without fear of judgment. Seek common ground. Identify areas of agreement or shared goals. Finding common ground can serve as a starting point for resolution and transformation. Collaborative problem solving. Approach conflicts as problems to be solved together. Collaborative problem solving fosters a sense of teamwork and ownership in finding solutions. Real-world case study. Conflict resolution in customer service. Imagine a customer service team dealing with a high-stress situation involving a dissatisfied customer. Instead of becoming defensive or dismissive, the team employs conflict resolution techniques. They listen to the customer's concerns, empathize with their frustration, and collaborate to find a suitable solution. As a result, the customer's dissatisfaction is transformed into loyalty, and the team gains valuable insights for improving their services. Exercise. Practice conflict resolution techniques. To enhance your conflict resolution and transformation skills, undertake the following exercise. Identify a recent or hypothetical conflict scenario. This could involve a disagreement with a colleague, a family dispute, or a challenging customer interaction. Apply conflict resolution techniques by actively listening to the other party, encouraging open communication, and seeking common ground. Collaboratively explore potential solutions to the conflict, focusing on problem solving and transformation rather than assigning blame. Reflect on the exercise and consider the effectiveness of your conflict resolution approach. Identify areas for improvement and further practice. Conflict resolution and transformation are not merely about ending disputes, they are about converting challenges into opportunities for growth and improvement. By honing your conflict resolution skills, you can transform conflicts into positive turning points in your personal and professional relationships. This chapter equips you with the tools to approach conflicts with confidence, fostering better communication, understanding, and collaboration among those involved. Networking and building professional relationships, connecting for success. In the dynamic world of professional endeavors, networking and building strong relationships are essential skills. This chapter explores the significance of networking and relationship building in achieving success, both in personal and professional spheres. We'll delve into strategies for connecting with others effectively, fostering authentic relationships, and leveraging these connections for growth and opportunities. Through real-world examples and practical exercises, you'll gain the skills to actively engage in networking and build valuable professional relationships. The significance of networking and building professional relationships. Imagine a professional who works diligently but in isolation, without engaging with colleagues, mentors, or industry peers. This individual may miss out on valuable opportunities, insights, and support that networking can provide. In the professional world, success often hinges on the quality of one's relationships and the ability to leverage them. Solved example 1. Leveraging networking for career advancement. Consider a recent graduate seeking employment in a competitive job market. Through active networking, this individual connects with professionals in their field by attending industry events, joining online forums, and participating in webinars. One such connection leads to a job referral and an eventual job offer, highlighting the power of networking in career advancement. Actively engage in networking. Identify your goals. Define your networking goals. Are you looking for mentorship, new opportunities, business partnerships, or industry insights? Knowing your objectives will guide your networking efforts. Attend industry events. Participate in industry-specific conferences, seminars, and workshops. These events provide opportunities to meet like-minded professionals and potential mentors. Online networking. Leverage online platforms, such as LinkedIn and industry-specific forums, to connect with professionals in your field. Share your insights, engage in discussions, and build your online presence. Maintain authenticity. Authenticity is key to building lasting relationships. Be genuine in your interactions, show interest in others, and offer your expertise or assistance when appropriate. Real-world case study. Networking in entrepreneurship. Imagine an aspiring entrepreneur who wishes to launch a tech startup. Through active networking, they connect with experienced entrepreneurs, potential investors, and tech industry influencers. These connections not only provide valuable advice and mentorship but also open doors to funding and business partnerships, ultimately contributing to the startup's success. Exercise. Actively engage in networking. To enhance your networking and relationship building skills, undertake the following exercise. Identify a professional networking opportunity, such as an industry event, conference, or webinar, that aligns with your objectives. Actively participate in the networking opportunity by introducing yourself to others, engaging in discussions, and exchanging contact information. Follow up with your new connections after the event. Share your insights, express gratitude for their time, and propose opportunities for collaboration or continued communication. Reflect on your networking experience, considering what went well and areas for improvement. Use this reflection to refine your networking strategies. Effective networking and relationship building are invaluable tools for personal and professional growth. By connecting with others authentically and proactively, you can access a wealth of knowledge, support, and opportunities that can contribute to your success. This chapter equips you with the skills to engage in networking with confidence and build lasting professional relationships that can shape your career and personal development. Public speaking and presentation skills, captivating your audience. Public speaking and presentation skills are essential competencies in today's professional and personal environments. This chapter delves into the art of captivating your audience through effective public speaking and presentations. We will explore the significance of these skills, from making persuasive business presentations to engaging storytelling. Real-world examples and practical exercises will guide you in honing your presentation skills, ensuring that you leave a lasting impact on your audience. The significance of public speaking and presentation skills. Imagine a professional who possesses a wealth of knowledge and expertise but struggles to communicate their ideas effectively in presentations or public speaking engagements. In such a scenario, valuable insights may go unnoticed, and opportunities to influence, educate, or inspire may be missed. Strong public speaking and presentation skills are indispensable for conveying your message with impact. Solved example 1. Delivering an inspiring TED Talk. Consider a speaker invited to deliver a TED Talk on the importance of environmental conservation. To captivate the audience, the speaker employs various presentation skills, including storytelling, engaging visuals, and effective use of body language. Their talk not only leaves the audience inspired but also mobilizes them to take action towards environmental preservation. Hone your presentation skills. Structure your presentation, organize your content logically, with a clear introduction, body, and conclusion. This structure provides your audience with a roadmap to follow. Engaging storytelling. Incorporate storytelling into your presentations. Stories are powerful tools for conveying your message in a relatable and memorable manner. Visual aids. Use visuals, such as slides or props, to enhance your presentations. Visual aids can clarify complex ideas and make your content more engaging. Body language. Pay attention to your body language, including posture, gestures, and eye contact. Positive body language helps establish a connection with your audience. Real-world case study. Impactful business presentation. Imagine a business professional tasked with pitching a new product to potential investors. To captivate the audience, the presenter creates a well-structured presentation that includes a compelling narrative, persuasive visuals, and confident delivery. As a result, the investors are not only convinced of the product's potential but also impressed by the presenter's presentation skills. Exercise. Hone your presentation skills. To enhance your public speaking and presentation skills, undertake the following exercise. Select a topic or message that you wish to present, whether it's a work-related presentation, an educational talk, or a personal speech. Prepare your presentation, keeping in mind the structure, storytelling elements, and visual aids. Practice your delivery until you feel confident. Deliver your presentation to a trusted friend, family member, or colleague and request feedback on your content and delivery. After receiving feedback, refine your presentation, considering the suggestions for improvement. Public speaking and presentation skills are not limited to the stage. They are valuable in meetings, interviews, and everyday conversations. By honing your presentation skills, you can captivate your audience, convey your message effectively, and leave a lasting impression. This chapter equips you with the tools to speak confidently, use engaging visuals, and employ storytelling techniques, ensuring that your presentations are not only informative but also memorable and impactful. Crisis communication. Navigating turbulent waters. In a world marked by unpredictability, crisis communication is a vital skill that can mean the difference between chaos and order, confusion and clarity, and even success and failure. This chapter delves into the art of crisis communication, emphasizing the significance of effectively addressing challenging situations. We'll explore strategies for navigating turbulent waters, from managing reputation to providing timely and transparent communication. Through real-world examples and practical exercises, you'll develop the skills to develop a crisis communication plan that can mitigate damage and maintain trust during challenging times. The significance of crisis communication. Imagine a company facing a major product recall but failing to address the issue effectively. Without a well-structured crisis communication plan, misinformation spreads, public trust erodes, and the brand's reputation is tarnished. Crisis communication is essential not only for managing the immediate crisis but also for preserving long-term relationships and trust. Solved example 1. Crisis response in healthcare. Consider a healthcare institution facing a crisis due to a medical error that led to patient harm. In this scenario, effective crisis communication is crucial. The institution promptly acknowledges the incident, communicates transparently with affected patients and their families, and outlines the steps being taken to prevent similar errors in the future. By doing so, they not only manage the crisis but also maintain trust in the healthcare system. Developing a crisis communication plan. Preparation. Establish a crisis communication team within your organization. This team should include individuals with roles and responsibilities defined for each member. Risk assessment. Identify potential crisis scenarios that your organization may face. Consider the nature of your business, industry, and external factors. Response protocols. Create a set of communication protocols for each crisis scenario. These protocols should outline who communicates what, when, and through which channels. Stakeholder engagement. Identify your key stakeholders and prioritize communication with them. This includes employees, customers, partners, and the media. Real-world case study. Crisis communication in the food industry. Imagine a food manufacturing company faced with a contamination issue in one of its products. To address the crisis, the company immediately recalls the affected product, communicates transparently with customers, and outlines enhanced quality control measures. By taking swift and transparent action, the company not only addresses the crisis but also maintains trust in its brand. Exercise. Develop a crisis communication plan. To enhance your crisis communication skills, undertake the following exercise. Select a crisis scenario that is relevant to your personal or professional context. Consider potential issues that could arise and impact your organization or personal life. Formulate a crisis communication plan that outlines the following. Crisis scenario description. Crisis communication team and roles. Response protocols, including key messages and communication channels. Stakeholder engagement strategies. Share your crisis communication plan with a trusted colleague, friend, or mentor for feedback. Refine your plan based on the feedback and continue to update it as needed. Crisis communication is not a matter of if but when. Having a well-structured crisis communication plan in place can make a significant difference in managing challenging situations. This chapter equips you with the tools to navigate turbulent waters, preserving trust and reputation, and ensuring that your communication during a crisis is not only timely but also effective and transparent. Feedback culture and continuous improvement, driving growth. In the realm of personal and professional development, feedback culture and the pursuit of continuous improvement are like twin engines propelling individuals and organizations toward excellence. This chapter delves into the importance of feedback culture and its role in fostering continuous improvement. We will explore strategies for creating a culture that values feedback, provides constructive input, and actively seeks opportunities for growth. Through real-world examples and practical exercises, you'll gain the skills to foster a feedback culture that drives personal and organizational development. The significance of feedback culture and continuous improvement. Imagine an organization where feedback is rare or reserved for annual performance reviews. In such an environment, individuals are left to navigate their development in isolation, often missing valuable insights and opportunities for growth. A feedback culture, on the other hand, encourages regular feedback exchanges, enabling individuals and teams to identify strengths and areas for improvement in real time, thus fueling growth and progress. Solved example 1. Team feedback in project management. Consider a project management team responsible for a complex client project. In this scenario, a feedback culture is promoted within the team. Team members routinely provide feedback on each other's performance, suggesting improvements and recognizing achievements. This ongoing feedback loop not only enhances project performance but also fosters individual growth and cohesion among team members. Fostering a feedback culture. Lead by example. Encourage leaders and managers to set an example by actively seeking and accepting feedback. When leaders value feedback, it sends a clear message that input is welcome. Regular check-ins. Implement regular check-ins or feedback sessions between team members or colleagues. These sessions can be formal or informal, allowing for open communication. Constructive feedback. Emphasize the importance of providing constructive feedback that focuses on both strengths and areas for improvement. Ensure that feedback is specific, actionable, and respectful. Feedback tools. Utilize feedback tools or platforms that facilitate the collection and management of feedback, making it easier for individuals and organizations to engage in the process. Real-world case study. Feedback culture in tech startups. Imagine a fast-growing tech startup where a feedback culture is integral to the company's success. Employees are encouraged to provide feedback on product development, team collaboration, and overall work experience. This continuous feedback loop enables the company to make rapid adjustments, iterate products, and maintain a motivated and engaged workforce. Exercise. Foster a feedback culture. To enhance your ability to foster a feedback culture, undertake the following exercise. Select a team or group, whether in your professional or personal life, where you can implement a feedback culture. Introduce the concept of regular feedback sessions. Encourage team members to provide and seek feedback from one another. During these sessions, focus on providing constructive feedback that highlights both strengths and areas for improvement. Ensure that the feedback is specific and actionable. Over time, assess the impact of the feedback culture on the team's development and cohesion. Identify areas for improvement in fostering a continuous feedback loop. A feedback culture is not a one-time initiative but an ongoing commitment to growth and improvement. By fostering a feedback culture, you create an environment that values open communication, encourages personal and organizational development, and actively seeks opportunities for growth. This chapter equips you with the skills to champion a culture of feedback, ensuring that feedback is not only welcomed but also leveraged for continuous improvement and advancement. Beyond words, visual storytelling and metaphors, painting mental pictures. In the diverse landscape of communication, the power of visual storytelling and metaphors stands out as a captivating and evocative way to convey messages. This chapter explores the enchanting realm of going beyond words, leveraging visuals and metaphors to paint mental pictures that engage and resonate with your audience. We will delve into the significance of visual storytelling and metaphors, from delivering compelling presentations to enhancing everyday conversations. Real-world examples and practical exercises will guide you in creating visual metaphors that leave a lasting impression and enhance your communication. The significance of visual storytelling and metaphors. Imagine a business presentation filled with jargon and complex data, leaving the audience bewildered and disengaged. Now, envision a presentation that uses vivid visual metaphors, transforming data into relatable images that the audience can grasp easily. The second scenario not only captures attention but also fosters understanding and retention of the message. Visual storytelling and metaphors are powerful tools that can simplify complex concepts, evoke emotions, and enhance communication. Solved example 1. Metaphoric sales presentation. Consider a sales professional pitching a new software product to a potential client. Instead of inundating the client with technical details, the salesperson uses a metaphor comparing the software to a well-organized virtual office. This metaphor creates a mental image of order and efficiency, making it easier for the client to understand the software's benefits. Creating visual metaphors. Know your audience, understand the preferences and interests of your audience to tailor your visual metaphors effectively. What images or concepts will resonate with them? Analogies and comparisons. Utilize analogies and comparisons to connect complex ideas with familiar concepts. Draw parallels that create a mental bridge for your audience. Sensory appeal. Appeal to the senses through visual metaphors. Use colors, shapes, and imagery that evoke emotions and reinforce your message. Consistency. Maintain consistency in your visual metaphors throughout your communication to reinforce the message and make it more memorable. Real-world case study: visual metaphors in marketing. Imagine a marketing campaign for an eco-friendly detergent brand. Instead of using technical descriptions, the campaign uses visual metaphors of nature, showcasing clean rivers and flourishing landscapes. These metaphors not only convey the product's eco-friendliness but also evoke a sense of environmental responsibility, resonating with customers. Exercise: create visual metaphors. To enhance your visual storytelling and metaphor creation skills, undertake the following exercise. Select a message or concept that you wish to convey through visual metaphors. This could be a personal message, a business presentation, or a creative project. Identify key elements or characteristics of the message or concept that can be represented visually. Create visual metaphors that encapsulate these elements. Consider using images, colors, or sketches to bring your metaphors to life. Share your visual metaphors with a trusted colleague, friend, or mentor and gather feedback on their clarity and impact. Visual storytelling and metaphors have the power to engage and captivate your audience, making your communication not only informative but also memorable and emotive. This chapter equips you with the skills to create compelling visual metaphors that enhance your presentations, conversations, and storytelling, leaving a lasting impression on your audience and enriching your communication. Ethical considerations in communication: upholding integrity. In the world of communication, the compass of ethics is your guide, ensuring that every word, message, and interaction aligns with principles of honesty, fairness, and responsibility. This chapter delves into the realm of ethical considerations in communication, emphasizing the paramount importance of upholding integrity in all forms of interaction. We will explore strategies for navigating ethical challenges, from transparent messaging to respecting privacy. Real-world examples and practical exercises will guide you in reflecting on ethical communication, empowering you to be an ethical communicator who commands trust and respect. The significance of ethical considerations in communication. Imagine an organization where communication is riddled with deception and manipulation. In such an environment, trust erodes, relationships deteriorate, and the reputation of the organization is tarnished. Ethical communication, on the other hand, fosters trust, maintains integrity, and strengthens relationships. It ensures that your interactions are not only legally compliant but also morally upright. Solved example 1: ethical advertising in the fashion industry. Consider a fashion brand promoting its products through an advertising campaign. Instead of resorting to digitally altered images that misrepresent the product, the brand commits to using authentic photos of models. By adhering to ethical considerations, the brand not only maintains trust with its customers but also contributes to promoting body positivity and self-esteem. Reflecting on ethical communication. Transparency. Embrace transparency in your communication. Be open about your intentions, disclose conflicts of interest, and provide accurate and complete information. Respect privacy. Respect individuals' privacy by seeking consent before sharing personal information or images. Ensure that data protection regulations are followed. Honesty. Practice honesty by refraining from deception or misrepresentation in your communication. Avoid exaggeration or false claims. Fairness. Uphold fairness in your interactions. Avoid discrimination or bias based on race, gender, age, or any other factor. Give every individual an equal opportunity to be heard. Real-world case study: ethical journalism. Imagine a news organization committed to ethical journalism. Journalists in this organization rigorously fact-check their stories, cite their sources, and avoid sensationalism. By adhering to ethical considerations, they maintain the trust of their audience, even in an era of disinformation and fake news. Exercise. Reflect on ethical communication. To enhance your ethical communication skills, undertake the following exercise. Select a recent or hypothetical communication scenario in your personal or professional life. Reflect on the ethical considerations at play in this scenario. Consider the principles of honesty, transparency, privacy, and fairness. Evaluate your communication in this scenario, asking yourself whether it aligned with ethical principles or if improvements are needed. Consider how you could have approached the scenario differently to ensure that your communication upholds integrity and ethical standards. Ethical considerations in communication are not just about following rules but about fostering an environment of trust, respect, and responsibility. By reflecting on ethical communication and adhering to principles of transparency, honesty, and fairness, you become an ethical communicator who commands respect and contributes to a more ethical and trustworthy communication landscape. This chapter equips you with the skills to navigate ethical challenges, ensuring that your communication is not only legally compliant but also ethically sound and morally upright. As we bring this comprehensive exploration of effective communication to a close, it's essential to reflect on the wealth of knowledge and skills that you've acquired throughout our discussion. Communication is the lifeblood of human interaction, and mastering it is a journey of continuous learning and growth. You've delved into the diverse facets of communication, from the foundational principles to advanced techniques, and have gained a profound understanding of how to think fast, talk smart. Throughout our journey, you've encountered the transformative power of these communication techniques, principles, and strategies in a wide array of contexts, both personal and professional. By examining real-world examples and participating in practical exercises, you've not only gained insights but also honed your skills, ensuring that you're well equipped to navigate the complexities of communication effectively and efficiently. At the heart of this journey lies the foundational principle of active listening, where you learn that communication goes far beyond words. It's about fully engaging with your conversation partner, understanding their perspective, and responding thoughtfully. By doing so, you create a connection that fosters understanding and trust. Clarity and conciseness have been emphasized as vital elements in an information-saturated world. Ensuring your message is clear and concise is essential in preventing misunderstandings and ensuring your audience grasps your intended meaning. An organized structure, such as the classic introduction, body, conclusion format, provides a framework that enhances comprehension and retention, allowing you to effectively convey your ideas and information. Empathy in communication has been showcased as a powerful tool for building rapport and understanding others. By actively listening and acknowledging others' emotions, you can create more meaningful and effective interactions. Nonverbal communication, encompassing body language, tone of voice, and gestures, has been revealed as a language that often speaks louder than words. By enhancing your nonverbal communication skills, you can convey confidence, sincerity, or empathy, depending on the context. The art of using pauses strategically, as discussed in The Art of Pauses, demonstrated that silence can be a powerful communication tool, adding emphasis, creating anticipation, and allowing for reflection. Visual aids and visual communication were explored as crucial elements in conveying complex information. By embracing technology and employing visual aids effectively, you can make your message more accessible and engaging to your audience. Engaging with questions and feedback has been highlighted as a means to foster meaningful interactions. By creating an open and receptive environment, you encourage thought-provoking questions and constructive feedback, enhancing the quality of your communication. Storytelling as a communication tool has been revealed as a timeless technique for capturing attention and relaying messages effectively. Whether sharing personal experiences or illustrating broader concepts, storytelling makes your message more relatable and memorable. Adaptability in communication is key to connecting with diverse audiences. By tailoring your message to different contexts and individuals, you bridge gaps and foster better understanding, as shown in the Adaptability in Communication chapter. practice and continuous improvement were discussed as essential elements in mastering communication. Regular rehearsal, workshops, and exercises were presented as tools for boosting your confidence and effectiveness. Time management and technology in communication were explored as crucial in our fast-paced, digital world. These chapters equipped you with the skills to manage your time effectively and navigate the digital landscape. Respect and politeness in communication emphasized the importance of upholding professionalism in your interactions. By embracing cultural sensitivity and inclusivity, you can ensure that your communication respects diversity and fosters inclusivity. Emotional intelligence was showcased as a means to understand and utilize emotions in your interactions, making your communication more empathetic and effective. Conflict resolution and transformation were presented as techniques for turning challenges into opportunities. Through practice, you can develop the skills to navigate and resolve conflicts constructively. Networking and building professional relationships were explored as essential for personal and professional growth. By actively engaging in networking, you can create connections that lead to success. Public speaking and presentation skills were highlighted as means to captivate your audience and deliver compelling presentations. By honing your presentation skills, you ensure that your message leaves a lasting impact. Crisis communication was unveiled as the art of navigating turbulent waters effectively, preserving trust and reputation during challenging times. Feedback culture and continuous improvement underscored the significance of fostering a culture that values feedback and actively seeks opportunities for growth. By cultivating a culture of growth and development, you create an environment that values open communication and contributes to personal and organizational development. Beyond words, visual storytelling and metaphors delved into the captivating world of visual storytelling and metaphors, enabling you to create visual metaphors that engage and resonate with your audience. Finally, ethical considerations in communication illuminated the importance of upholding integrity in your interactions. By reflecting on ethical communication, you ensure that your messages align with principles of honesty, fairness, and responsibility. In closing, this journey through the diverse landscape of communication has equipped you with a toolkit of skills and principles to navigate the complexities of human interaction. From active listening to ethical communication, you've gained a profound understanding of how to connect, convey, and command trust through your communication. The world of effective communication is dynamic and ever-evolving. It demands continuous practice, reflection, and growth. As you apply these principles and techniques in your personal and professional life, remember that mastery is an ongoing journey. Embrace each opportunity to communicate as a chance to learn, refine your skills, and connect with others more effectively. Whether you're engaging in a crucial business negotiation, delivering a persuasive presentation, or having a heartfelt conversation with a loved one, the knowledge and skills you've acquired will empower you to communicate with confidence, clarity, and empathy. Communication is the bridge that connects individuals and shapes the world around us. As you embark on the journey ahead, carry with you the conviction that your communication can not only convey information but also foster understanding, build trust, and inspire positive change. In the grand tapestry of human interaction, you are now equipped to be a master communicator who thinks fast and talks smart. Your words, actions, and empathy will shape your personal and professional relationships, influence your success, and contribute to the greater good of society. With this profound understanding and these refined skills, you are well prepared to navigate the complexities of communication and make a meaningful impact in your world. So, go forth and communicate with purpose, confidence, and integrity, and continue to master the art of effective communication, making a difference one conversation at a time.